Who doesn't remember the show Courage the Cowardly Dog? The show about the purple dog and his elderly owners, who always ran into monsters and other creepy stuff. It scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. Although, I always loved watching it. The show was sadly canceled back in 2002. A few weeks ago, I was flipping through the channels at around 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm an insomniac, so obviously I was having trouble sleeping. I was happy to see that Courage was on Cartoon Network, so I put it on. Awesome. The Demon in the Mattress episode. I always loved this one. After watching the episode and experiencing nostalgia, another episode came on. But for some reason, the opening of the show was in black and white. Grainy. Kind of like a really old film. But it was completely silent. After the opening titles, the show came on normally. It began with Courage sitting in the basement, in a pool of what looked like blood. It then cut to Eustace, at the top of the staircase, slamming the door and saying his usual, "Stupid dog," line. I was pretty sure I'd never seen this one, and I was pretty shocked to see the blood. Courage's face looked severely depressed as he just laid there on the floor. The sound of glass breaking was heard upstairs. And it then cut to Muriel sitting in a rocking chair, with Eustace atop of her, strangling her. I felt extremely uncomfortable at this point. The screen cut to black, and Muriel's piercing scream was heard. Total blackness for a moment. It then cut back into the hospital room. Lying in the bed was Muriel, in a coma-like state. No audio was playing at all. Suddenly, Eustace appeared aside of her and gave an evil, menacing look towards me, until grabbing the oxygen tube that was keeping Muriel alive and snapping it in half. The only sound heard was a heart rate monitor indicating her heart had stopped and that she was dead. Eustace just suddenly disappeared, and Muriel's lifeless body turned into a pile of rotting meat. The blackness appeared again, and the sound of static was heard for a brief moment until it cut to Courage in a graveyard, in the rain, digging a grave that said Muriel Bag on it. From out of nowhere, he picked up a pile of rotting meat and dumped it into the hole that he dug in the ground, and then covered it back up with the dirt. He howled up at the moon above him. The screen faded out into the black, and then the end credits played normally. Nothing has been the same since. My insomnia is worse than ever, and I haven't been able to sleep at all. Not since seeing that episode.